Well, it's been a while, and I told you all that I'd give you an update. Um, Sorry I haven't yet, but there's just been a lot of stuff going on in the background, stuff that none of us have control of, and it's just been playing out. And honestly, surprisingly, people have been trying to keep their heads low and haven't been dealing with nearly as much, if any, harassment. So that's just me. I don't know about anyone else. So. In fact, yesterday and today was the first 2 days in a week, 2 weeks, maybe even longer, that I've even seen a sheriff drive by my house. But it may stand out to a lot of people, but it's a tiny town of maybe a mile by a mile wide, 300 people. So cops are gonna drive by. It's a normal thing. Let's see. The big current situation that's going on that is getting a lot of conversation in the county, and people in the county do know already, or else I wouldn't bring it up or talk about it. But apparently, state KBI, whatever, is down investigating right now. As far as what they're investigating, I can't speak on that because not only do I not know, but I would only have guesses as to why, and I'm not going to mess with that investigation. But probably has a lot to do with everything that anyone has been watching me, or what's been going on in Elk County probably has something to do with any of that stuff. So I will say that it is my hope and my intention that everyone takes a real good look at what's going on, especially during this investigation process, whatever. And I hope that we don't accept the least amount of necessary action, the least amount of intervention, offering someone up as a scapegoat while turning a blind eye to what amounts to almost an entire county's worth of elected officials acting in a manner in which elected officials should not. There's a reason. There's a reason why this entire Robert Walker case. There's a reason why she was batting so hard for those sheriffs. It was blatant. Anyone who saw it, and it's been that way now for a while. The rumor came out initially that he had battered her and had dislocated her arm or something like that, and had old Watts was beat up, and it was none of it happened. And then she tried to release just the video without the audio, and then the audio came out too, and it's why. And I'm not saying just why as far as that individual circumstance, and why as far as Robert Walker. That is a case that, as it looks now, and hopefully continuing to go forward, getting the attention that it needs to, people will see it was bullshit. But and I hope, and I feel at some point in time, however long it's going to take, that Robert Walker will be clear of any wrongdoing. He was wrongfully arrested, but not before he was dragged through the mud. And dragged through the mud by the same department the same legal professionals that work for this county. And I just want people to reflect on that, But also, the big why is, why was she pushing so hard, so much on something so blatant, and then trying so hard to hide it? And that goes into something that we who've lived in this county for a long time, a large portion of our lives, I've always felt that it's not just this cop, this sheriff, this lawyer, this attorney. It's not just, the county commissioner, or no, it's the entirety of the system. And it's just about the only thing that makes sense. There's some sort of a relationship there that is beneficial one way or the other, or both ways, who knows. But we need to figure out why, and we need to address it. We need to quit hiding our heads down. This groupthink in this county is absolutely atrocious. From where I stand, from the conversations I've had with so many of you, if you all just for 1 second stopped, picked your head up, looked out, and you'd see your neighbors, you'd see your friends, your family, you'd see everyone. All of you see and recognize the same things. All of you complain about the same things. But not a single one of you will lift your head up. Not a single one of you is going to be the first one to say, you know what, that Robert Walker guy, he can be kind of an ass, but I don't think he did anything wrong. Why? Yeah, I don't get it. Something we've always prided ourselves on here is community and how well we take care of each other. But things are gonna have to start changing, or else it's gonna get worse. And especially right now, especially some of you people who know some of the stuff that's going on, who have been here long enough that you know the different chains and who's looking out for who and who's getting kickbacks from whatever windmill farm right outside of town, or Howard at least. Wasn't one of the current county commissioner's spouse a former county commissioner? Didn't they possibly, and correct me if I'm wrong, didn't they vote to approve where all those windmills went? And now, years later, they actually inherited that property, if I'm correct. So we have an acting county commissioner and their spouse, who was a former county commissioner, getting checks from, what I'm assuming, the state, Atmos, or whoever controls that. What sort of benefits the rest of the county receiving from that? only one of the most blatant, though, you know, and it's just, that's blatant. And Lawrence Accountability and Dr. Justin Spiels, all of them, Benghazi Rabbit, all of them, that's one of the one things that they've all pointed out is how blatant things have gotten out here. You're at a town fair, you know, 2-3 months ago, and you're an elected official running for an elected position again, and you're at a community event literally seconds after doing a public Q&A session, and 2 citizens of the state of Kansas want to have a conversation with you. They weren't even going to get on to you. They just wanted to see if you were the sort of guy that's going to back. You're a county commissioner. You're an elected official. You are put in that position on behalf of the people. Wrong time to pull the I'm a tough hard ass fucking card. Tell you what. Bring it. Bud. Blatant. Not so blatant, you know. We've dealt with corruption problems here for years, ever since I was a little kid. Since I was a little kid going to that school right across the way, right across the street, another block down. We actually used to watch state, feds, KBI, FBI, whatnot. They'd come to the Longton ball field, and it's like your final end of departure, pre-planning, get close to wherever it is that you're going, stop, you know, it's nothing important to any of y'all, but doing those meetings here, you know, before letting the sheriffs know, that was a big thing. That was a real thing. And I gave someone the benefit of the doubt, but other people have confirmed that. No, they used to stage out here in Longton before they would let the sheriffs know that they were in town, at least one of the former sheriffs. Janet, how are you the sheriff for almost 30 years and you don't know about the KBI tip line that was posted in Longton Elk Valley High School? We saw that tip line posted in there. So that's going almost 20 years ago. How are you the sheriff for 30 years and you did not know that the KBI had a tip line? How did you believe that the only 2 people who are able to contact or send any form of a complaint or an investigative, you know, report to the KBI, how are you a sheriff for that long, and yet you believe, or you try to get people to think that you believe, I don't know, that only the acting sheriff and county attorney, district attorney, whatever, are able to submit a complaint to them? Let's touch that one again now. Is she the county attorney? Is she the district attorney? Because I'm pretty sure if we go back through some of those videos that we'll see either herself or other people refer to her in a professional capacity, and her professional title and job is a district attorney. I thought. I'll double check that. Not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure that it's been put down on paper somewhere. I'm willing to bet that it's in some court document where either Jill Gillette has herself referred to herself as the district attorney, or in court proceedings was referred to as the district attorney, or by the sheriffs was referred to as the district attorney. And it goes, again, you made the note of like, well, she's the county attorney. We need to make sure that we're using people's proper titles, okay? So what was it that she was doing whenever anyone referred to her as the district attorney? What powers was she afforded that she shouldn't have, that now we want to distance her from? How, Harrington again, how are you going to tell me personally, you tell me that you, to this day, had an active relationship with the agent overseeing our area, overseeing our county, but then say that you didn't know that anyone could submit a complaint? I really, really hope that as these things continue, as this investigation, and I hope the investigation goes its full length and not just scapegoating, pardon my language here, y'all picked the two biggest fucking retards, big old high school bullies, to act on behalf of the county, thinking that you got two good old boys in there and no one's gonna question them, no one's gonna be able. And I'll tell you what I think. Just like everyone else has said about it being blatant now. And I think people are worried. I think the people who want those people in those positions, who were using them as some form of a shield to conduct business the way they saw fit, I think that they see now how blatant it has got, and I surely hope that we show some character. We come together as the county. We stand up. And yeah, they need gone. Oh, bud, they need gone. They need gone bad. But we don't need to leave it at just that. There's a reason why those two, well, up until, what, a year ago, didn't Joe openly hate, Joe Love hated John Walker? I'm pretty sure multiple people have heard of him. Fucking moron, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. What happened? Go from, he's a fucking moron, to, that's my sheriff. Anyway, now's the time more than ever. Stand up. They don't have the power. Yeah, they might be able to harass you for another day, a week, whatever. But The door's closing. They're getting scared. And it's up to us to make sure that we actually change this for good, for the good of the county, and for good as in do not let anything else slip through the cracks. Yeah, that's about it.